Hello, mighty companions, brothers and sisters. Today I've decided to do a recording from the text coming from the Course in Miracles from the Foundation of Inner Peace. And the section that I'm wanting to read, I'm wanting to dedicate to my daughter, Olivia Rose Elizabeth Robinson. Today, February 23rd, 2017, Olivia Rose is turning 18 years old. Cannot believe it's been 18 years since she came out on the living room floor in our home in North Yorkshire, Knaresborough, England. One of the best days, one of the best memories was having you, Olivia. A home birth. Not in the hospital. I got to have the say and the control of my birth, and it was awesome. And I'm so happy that you made it 18 years on the planet, Urantia. And I would like to dedicate this Course in Miracles reading to you today. The invitation to healing. So let's hear what Joshua Ben Joseph, our master teacher, has to say today about healing. Here we go, Olivia. If sickness is separation, the decision to heal and to be healed is the first step toward recognizing what you truly want. Every attack is a step away from this, and every healing thought brings it closer. The Son of God has both Father and Son because he is both Father and Son. To unite, having and being, is to unite your will with his, for he wills you himself. And you will yourself to him, because in your perfect understanding of him, you know there is but one will. Yet when you attack any part of God, when you attack any part of love and his kingdom, your understanding is not perfect. And what you really want is therefore lost to you. Healing thus becomes a lesson in understanding. And the more you practice it, the better teacher and learner you become. If you have denied truth, what better witnesses to its reality could you have than those who have been healed by it? But be sure to count yourself among them, for in your willingness to join them is your healing accomplished. Every miracle that you accomplish speaks to you of the fatherhood of God. Every healing thought that you accept, either from your brother or in your own mind, teaches you that you are God's daughter. In every hurtful thought that you hold, whenever you perceive it, lies the denial of God's fatherhood and of your sonship. And denial is as total as love. You cannot deny part of yourself because the rest will seem to be separate and therefore without meaning. And being without meaning to you, you will not understand it. To deny meaning is to fail to understand. You can heal only yourself. For only God's sons and daughters need healing. You can heal only yourself, for only God's sons and daughters needs healing. You need it because you do not understand yourself, and therefore know not what you do. Having forgotten your will, you do not know what you really want. Healing is a sign that you want to make whole, and this willingness opens your ears to the voice of the Holy Spirit, whose message is wholeness. Holy Spirit will enable you to go far beyond the healing you would undertake, for beside your small willingness to make whole, He will lay His own complete will and make yours whole. What can the Son of God not accomplish with the fatherhood of God in him or her? And yet the invitation must come from you. For you have surely learned that whom you invite as your guest will abide with you. The Holy Spirit cannot speak to an unwelcoming host because Holy Spirit will not be heard. The eternal guest remains. Holy Spirit remains. But Holy Spirit's voice grows faint in alien company. Holy Spirit needs your protection only because your care is a sign that you want Him. Think like Him ever so slightly, and the little spark becomes a blazing light that fills your mind so that He becomes your only guest. Whenever you ask the ego to enter, you lessen the Holy Spirit's welcome. Holy Spirit will remain, but you have allied yourself against Holy Spirit. Whatever journey you choose to take, Holy Spirit will go with you, waiting patiently. You can safely trust His patience, for He cannot leave a part of God. Yet you need far more than patience. You will never rest until you know your function and fulfill it, for only in this can your will and your Father's be wholly joined. To have Him is to be like Him, and He has given Himself to you. You who have God must be as God, for His function became yours with His gift. Invite this knowledge back into your mind and let nothing that obscures it enter. The guest whom God sent you will teach you how to do this. If you but recognize the little spark and are willing to let it grow, let that ember turn into a fire. Your willingness need not be perfect because His is. If you will merely offer Him a little place, He will lighten it so much that you will gladly let it be increased, and by this increase you will begin to remember creation. Would you, Olivia Rose, be hostage to the ego or host to God? You will accept only whom you invite. You are free to determine who shall be your guest and how long he shall remain with you. Yet this is not real freedom, for it still depends on how you see it. The Holy Spirit is there, although He cannot help you without your invitation. And the ego is nothing whether you invite it in or not. Real freedom depends on welcoming reality, and of your guests only the Holy Spirit is real. Know then who abides with you, Olivia, merely by recognizing what it is there already, and do not be satisfied with imaginary comforters. For the comforter of God is in you. That was from the text, chapter 11, part 2, the invitation to healing. So, for your next year around the sun, Miss Olivia Rose Elizabeth Robinson, I send you love, light, healing, abundance, prosperity, love, 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 and that I am extremely proud of you and the journey that you're on. And I'm excited to see you, even though I'm not going to see you for your birthday. I'm excited to see you when you come back home before you start traveling. So, brothers and sisters, that was a dedication to my daughter, Miss Olivia Rose. Enjoy that, and I'll see you on the next one.